Alrighty, let's walk down the tomato road. 44 tomatoes, 4 rows, 11 per row, randomly throughout the rows. There's some basil planted. There's some dark opal. It looks like there's 3 different types of basil there. These boxes are 13 feet long, 9 inches wide, 9 or 10 inches deep. Those are 2x8s, but it's a little off the ground. There's 30 plants on each side of this, most of which will grow up this vine. There's some purple potted pole beans, some Chinese red noodle, some Moon and Stars watermelon, some loofah, some Asian melon. There's a large variety of melons, cucumbers, beans. There's some squash planted on the ends here. There's some nasturtiums planted intermittently throughout. Those are there for the bug control. I like the nice spicy taste of the leaves as well. You can see the cardboard. It stretches the entire width, the entire length. There's about 2 inches, maybe 3 inches of wood chips on top of the cardboard. Doesn't take much at all to reach the top. It's probably a hand's height from the top of my head. I should be able to go through and pick whatever I need. I'm really proud of how this turned out. I'm real happy with it. There's a valerian and a comfrey. Valerian's getting ready to flower. There's the comfrey. Still not entirely sure where it needs to go. Some random peppers. Got some loofah. A lot of loofah. I hope that's the loofah. Got some homemade pickle cucumbers. Those are supposed to be good for making dills. I forget what those are. There's my American elderberry. There's some various basils. There's some lemon balm. I need to get it together and put it in something else. There's some peppers in these semi-tires. There's a nasturtium down there in the middle. There's 3 pepper plants in each tire. 1 on each side of the triangle there. There's some habaneros and some cherry hots. Some long Jims. I believe there's a loofah there. And a zucchini and a squash, or maybe a zucchini and a squash. I'm not entirely sure. There's some long Jim peppers there. There's some serranos around here somewhere. There's some more zucchini. No, those might be the Asian melons. Damn, I forget. I planted too much today. There's 3 in each tire with the base of the wood chips. There's some Tabasco peppers. There's some habaneros. Another nasturtium down there. They're kind of planted all around. That's a green-fleshed honeydew there. It's the only one in that tire. I'm going to let it have it to itself, I think. There's the experimental potatoes and green beans. They alternate rows. They're fairly close together. Not all the green beans came up, so we're going to plant some more of those right after this video. I need to get over there and weed those. There's no potatoes in that row, that bed over there. Just beans. There's some more peppers. There's another nasturtium. Looks like I lost the tag for those peppers, so I'm not sure what they are off the top of my head. These are the inside-out tire planters. That one's a spearmint. Right there in the middle, there's a nasturtium and straight neck zucchini. Another piece of mint. There's a borage in the back. There's a loofah there. There's some more mint. That loofah can grow right up that fence post and down that fence. There's the tansy, and it's set up similar to the last tire. There's some loofah, and there's some borage back there in the back. There's some radishes mixed sporadically through there. There's the honeysuckle. There's the entrance, one entrance to the herb bed. There's the garlic. It's doing real good. It's music. Planted it Halloween, I think. There's the onions, half red, half white. There's a bunch of borage planted back here in the back, all along the back there. There's some stevia. I got that at the Baker's Creek Spring Festival. There's some basil. I forget which variety it was. There's some purple basil, some dark opal. There's some ruffle leaf basil. That's the pesto basil. The curly parsley. There's another stevia. There's a big borage plant. There's some Genovese sweet basil over there. Some lavender. Some Munstead lavender. And a different type of parsley. This bed will get filled in, but it was more work than I wanted to do this weekend. I got the important stuff planted. There's another honeysuckle. It's not in good shape. I pulled off a bunch of dead stuff this weekend. There's the ginger mint. And it's got, looks like a borage. Another loofah. No, that's a melon in the back, I think. That's a loofah. There's a wintergreen. It's got a zucchini in the front, loofah in the back, another borage. Emptied out the compost pit. Used all the dirt out of it, so it's time to start filling it back up. There's all the dead honeysuckle branches. They'll go at the base of the pile. There's the manure and straw. What I didn't use of it. It's all going to get thrown into this big compost pit, so I can get this set up for the 110 gallons of chicken manure and the goat manure and hay that I'm about to pick up. I had about a 3/4 round bale, maybe a full round bale, about 2-year-old hay. I unrolled it, covered this entire area with it. I used a full bale of hay, so this is fairly thick through here. I'm going to soak it down and get it good and wet. 2 or 3 days I'll plant some bush beans out here. The dragon tongue, maybe some contenders. I'm going to plant them straight into the hay like you would a bale of straw. We'll see how that goes. It's kind of an experiment. It's all going well this year. Things are coming together.